Hi, welcome back. The Honkai Star Rail meta is always shifting. It first went from a multi-target, actually single-target character to a multi-skill point using character to a no-skill point using character, and after a few more twists and turns, the meta right now is very diverse with many good options for teams, such as Acheron Hyper Carry, Super Break teams, and FUA. FUA is currently arguably the strongest after Fei Xiao's introduction. However, I've mentioned the phrase rumored to soon come summon meta at least 50 times in the past couple videos, because I've seen the phrase summon meta a few times in my comment section as well. So today, I bring to you what we can expect from the summon meta and what I hope for us to expect from this summon meta. Before we start, you should like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and join the Express Rain Discord server for a community filled with content like this. By the way, only 6.3% of everyone watching is subscribed, so you should do your part and click that button. Now let's get on to it. So first things first, we already have a few characters in the game that have summons. These are of course Jingyuan, Topaz, and Linksha, who's gonna come out in a couple weeks. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. With this summon meta, just like we got Harmony MC, who is the base of the Super Break meta, I do 100% expect to get an MC with a summon as well. Of course, they will be definitely tied to the story about how we get our summon, maybe a pet or maybe it's just our Stellaron. I don't expect this MC though to be the basis of the summon meta though, since being the basis of one meta is totally enough, and I don't expect them to make the MC that good twice. We could get the 2 nickels, but I do not expect it. There are some rumors that the summon meta will indeed start in 2.7 with Sunday coming out, with him being the first Harmony dedicated to summon characters, but the 5-star Ting Yun form will possibly not be a summon character and instead be Super Break. They could do a mix of both Super Break and summon, which would be unique, but I don't think they'd merge the two together. The only summons we have right now are FUA summons. Lightning Lord, Numbi, and Fuyuan all launch a follow-up attack once they take action. However, I don't expect all the other summon characters to do that with their summons because it would completely nullify the idea of a summon meta being separate from the follow-up attack meta, and instead they'll just be two things you can utilize together, which no doubt would be pretty fun, but I also think having a completely separate set of characters that can benefit from each other mainly would be most fun. Of course, a summon DPS would mostly just do follow-up attacks with their summon like Jingyuan and Topaz and thus benefit a whole bunch from Robin. I don't expect them to do a thing where once this summon takes action it launches an attack that deals skill damage, for example. It would definitely be incorrect, and while yes they could do that, it would be very weird. They may instead do something similar to the Trash Can event where the summon literally takes action and has a choice of skill or basic and a choice of target, but I also don't think that's very likely because it's just another character, if you get me. It'd be weird to do that because at this point they'd just be avoiding giving the actual character sufficient animations because they'd be giving the animations to the summon instead. Kinda like how Topaz's animation is just pistol, throw pig, and look at computer, while everything else is done by Numbi, which was pretty disappointing for the whole community. And then if they do make animations for both, it'd literally be double the workload, and then on top of that I don't expect them to make 2 characters for the price of 1. Instead, I think a good idea would be for the summons to do a different action based on the last action the character has done. If they do a basic attack, it attacks the last target, if they do a skill, it attacks multiple targets, and if they do an ultimate, it gets an upgraded animation, something like that maybe. Of course, where there are DPS characters, there are support characters. We all know the real name of the game is actually Honkai Support Rail. So the best support currently in the game, Robin, increases damage by a ton, deals personal damage equal to a ton, and advances everyone's actions forward by an approximate amount to a metric ton. I couldn't think of another 4-letter word, I'm sorry. Something like Robin, but specifically for summons would be great, but it has to be much better for summons, specifically that much better than Robin is for FUAs or any unit ever to be a good choice. So they'd have to do something like when using skill advances all summons actions forward by 100% and increases damage by 50%, and then they'd be built like 200 speed so they can take a turn every 2 seconds and destroy everything. Then there could also be Nihility characters that debuff specifically for summons, Preservation characters that have a summon that can tank damage and then deflect that damage back to the enemies. There are many ideas here and it's all very exciting. I'm really looking forward to the summon meta, especially because I'm going to pull Linksha, who will no doubt be the best summon abundance unit for a while. Now the biggest problem the summon meta could face is the FUA meta, because to be its own standalone thing, as we said earlier, DPS summons should do something different than just launch follow-up attacks after taking action. There's also the Super Break thing where you could build every single character with Super Break, so summon characters will have to be better than Super Break damage to be wise to invest into, and get multiple summon-related characters to really utilize the full potential of it in the future. I would also like them to be competitive with Acheron teams, not necessarily better because power creep then would actually be a problem, but more like how Fei Xiao and Acheron are competitive right now, not specifically better than each other, but each with their own downsides and upsides. That's all I wanted to talk about today. If you've got anything else to add, then hit me down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and join the Express Rain Discord server for a community filled with content like this, and I will see you next time.
you.